Scorpio, you probably heard me say I want a donut. I do. I want a pastry. I do. I want a pastry. Scorpio, I had a channel message to tell you, and it was hopefully it comes back to me. I said I can remember as I was waiting for the live to go live. I totally had a message for you, my love. And oh, that's what it was. Stop saying the same thing, Scorpio. You're being asked to stop saying the same thing. I don't know what that means. If you are a mentor of some type, I can understand why you would say the same thing, but in different ways so that other people can understand what it is you're saying. But let me see. Why is it? What is the why? Why is it that Scorpio is being asked to stop saying the same thing? Let's not jump to conclusions, because if this is relationship based, someone feels like you make false promises, but this is in regards to self. So your higher self wants you to know, Scorpio, if you're not going to do X, Y, and Z and pertaining to practicing self-love, don't say it, because your higher self looks forward to your self-love. What is the advice for Scorpio, please? What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for my Scorpio, please? Whatever it is that you teach, Scorpio, it could be lucrative. Using yourself to practice self-love can be lucrative. What you don't see in regards to, yeah. So your higher self don't trust you right now because you keep making false promises of what you're going to do for yourself and you don't end up doing it. So your higher self is saying, stop making promises that you can't keep. Scorpio. Thank you for the like, my love. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So be honest with yourself. Okay. Rebuild that trust with yourself as well. Okay. Don't do it for me, do it for you. And if you do it for you, then that makes me happy. Because I can vouch for you, Scorpio, and say, yes, Scorpio is practicing self love. You get what I'm saying? So, the best way that you can. It's good to be honest. So, if you're learning how to practice self love, be honest. Say, hey, I'm learning to practice self love. And that'll take you out of the hot seat, too. Because for some reason, your higher self is like, you should know by now. And that's not the case. You may not know how to. You're defending yourself, challenges with self. There's some things you don't want to do at this time. You have to have faith, have hope. When it comes to what you want out of life, I'm going to share this with you, and it could be too much information, but I'm not ashamed. In the past, I used to train smoke. And you would never know that I smoked nicotine cigarettes unless you saw me too. So for some people, they would think that I was a closet smoker, but I really wasn't. I was very open. It's just I'm a private individual. So I don't associate myself with everybody. So if I allowed you to see me smoke cigarettes, those who saw me smoke cigarettes, you know, everyone was concerned about me. I will say that. But the fact that I am an adult, you know, I had a lot of loved ones, a lot of associates that would say, hey, you know, you're smoking too much. And, you know, the fact that they had to get that guilty conscience off of them, of making me aware. Once they made me aware, they no longer made me aware because I'm an adult. I can do what I want to do. You know, I appreciate those people, right? But one reason why I smoked so much was to keep people away from me. So not only was I hurting myself, right? I was hurting myself to keep people away. And then not only was I consuming too much of this toxin into my body, I enjoyed smoking cigarettes. I became so addictive to the habit of putting the cigarette to my mouth that it just became a regular routine. I knew that it was unattractive. I knew that it smelled terrible. I hated the smell of tobacco. But as long as I was doing it, I didn't care. And so the reason why I'm sharing this with you is the moment. Now, you think my children would be the reason why I stopped smoking cigarettes, or any other loved ones, or me loving myself would be a reason why I stopped smoking cigarettes. The reason why I stopped smoking cigarettes is because Divine said, I can use you, but I won't be able to use you to your full capacity until you stop smoking cigarettes. And I quit like that. I said, I'm done. But then there's an underlining. I got tired of feeling sick. Smoking cigarettes didn't feel good. I got tired of feeling nasty. I got tired of smelling like cigarettes. You know what I mean? So how did I mask it? I don't know. How much I smoked, I'm telling you, you would think that I smelled like an ashtray. You did. I covered it up very well, and I wasn't trying to cover anything up. Okay. So the reason why I was guided to share this with you is when it comes to your defense mechanism, Scorpio. No one can tell you why you're doing why you do, or why you're doing it. People can have their opinions all day. It could be negative, you know. I can't say that you're never going to change, because you will eventually. And that change could be set, or it could be changed for the improvement. It's your choice. No matter what choice that you make, Scorpio, there's still a calling, there's still a purpose. So if you choose to continue to be defensive, that is your protection mechanism. So it's not like you're not going to experience the goodness out of life. You're only going to experience a portion compared to releasing that defense mechanism and then enjoying the quality of life. I want you to enjoy quality, but when you're ready, you'll be ready. Um, Honestly, I really don't know why I was really being guided to share this, but you know, that testimony with you, it's just never, the message is never say someone's never going to change. Like, because I smoke so much, people look down on me, people treated me bad, and I didn't care. I even had good jobs, good paying jobs, where, you know, they look outside of your life and they saw that I was a smoker. And so I lost a lot of job opportunities, all because I wouldn't let that cigarette go. I enjoyed smoking cigarettes. I enjoyed feeling sick. That was my thing. And so, Scorpio, if you enjoy being defensive, that's your business. When you're ready to let down that wall, you'll be ready. I don't know why you are protecting yourself the way you do. I don't know your story, but it's a reason why. So that's why I don't blame you. I'm not going to talk down on you and say, oh, you need to let your guard down. You need to let it go already. Who am I to tell you what to let go? I was killing myself every day just to keep people from being around me. That's how bad I was smoking cigarettes. I didn't want people around me. You get what I'm saying? I definitely didn't want to be in a relationship. Like, I literally would smoke so much just to put people away. Like, get out of here. You get what I'm saying? And then I would get mad because I already knew the routine, especially the ones who would be interested in me with the intentions of thinking that if I talk to them, that they will one day be able to be the ones to say that they're the reason why I quit smoking cigarettes. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to get rid of you. Matter of fact, let me find me a toxic person who's going to accept the fact that I'm killing myself, because now I know that you look at me like an insurance policy. You're waiting for me to die. Let me tell you, I'm a smart individual, okay? And you are too. That's what I see here. It's like you're not worried about anything. You have these hopes and you have these wishes. You have this great future ahead of you, and this is not a fortune telling reading. You have, with the 11th house here, there is something that's guaranteed here that there's no one can take from you. And you're still going to experience, but if you want to experience to its full capacity, the quality of it, you have to let down your guard. But when you are ready, because there's a reason why you have your guard up, and I understand. You get what I'm saying? I don't know who you have to associate with every day. I don't know what you have to deal with every day, the things that you have to accept. So continue to protect yourself, and then ask divine to help you navigate so that you'll be able to create a foundation where other people can protect you so that you can let your guard down. Okay. What is the advice here for my Libra? Who is it, Scorpio? There is no judgment, Scorpio. All right. Self-esteem. Okay. I don't blame you. Shape you. I hopefully you understood what I said. Shape you. Okay. Whatever the desires of your heart are, have faith that you're already walking in it. Especially when it comes to your gifts. Your gifts is going to make room for you. And maybe it's not the time for you to speak about how you feel. Yeah, there's the judgment with the doubt. Exactly. It's not the time. And it's okay. You marinate in that safe space, Scorpio, as long as you need to. I'm hearing fester in it. What does that mean? Hold on, let me see. Fester in it. Fester in it. Hold on. Fester in it meaning. Let's see. Hold on. I Googled this, right? And something called the moon in me. And the moon is right here. I don't know what this is. It says the moon in me. It says, when the daylight ends and the moon ascends, I would rather be just the moon in me. When I feel, yeah, that's what I'm supposed to say. And I said fester. It's like whatever, but I'm going to see what fester meaning is. Hold on. So that means continue in your safe space, Scorpio. Fester becomes spectic, discharge. Fester in a situation. If a bad situation such as an argument festers, it becomes worse because it's being ignored. It was better that she expressed her anger rather than let it fester inside her. I am being guided to tell you to fester in whatever it is because it's yeah. Sorry. It's not going to eat you up or devour you. It's like getting to the root of it. Okay? Getting to the root of it. Yep. Give me an angel guide message for this. Oh no, give me an angel guide message for it. I mean, excuse me, overall direction message. Fester into it. Don't run from it. So that's why I love you, Scorpio, is because not only are you defending yourself, you're getting to the root of whatever this is. But in pertaining to self, you are understanding who you are and why you are the way you are. Things will change. You're just not allowing it to rapidly, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So don't worry. Have faith. The world, yeah. So then this is what the world talks about in pertaining to the outcome of this situation, your situation, Scorpio, and all the Scorpios in the collective. Okay. So a lot of stuff is going on behind the scenes that ain't nobody talking about. Life. Ain't it something? It's something. Okay. If the world reveals itself in an upright position, Scorpio, it is showing that there is a great unity and wholeness. Something big is happening soon. A marriage, birth, new job, or something similar. Your efforts are being noticed and you will soon reap the rewards. So you protecting yourself and facing whatever this is, you are facing. It is a blessing. Things turn over. You then achieve. You then accept. What I love the most, if you haven't acknowledged this, is that your faith is stronger than ever before. All right, let's move on. Shed light on Scorpio, please. Shed light on Scorpio. Let me tell you something, Scorpio, because I feel like you may have another zodiac sign. You may have Aries high in your, very strong in your chart. I really, when I realized that I had a problem with smoking so many cigarettes, I actually went to go see a counselor. And I remember telling the counselor why I was smoking cigarettes. And I was in a dark space at that time. Do you know that counselor dropped me, discharged me, did not want to deal with me? And that was so, it broke my heart. How could someone turn someone down? And I wasn't disrespectful to this person. I wasn't crazy. The therapist asked me, mind you, I volunteered to get this service because I needed somebody to talk to. Okay. This is around the time where I had so many mixed emotions and I didn't understand. I didn't understand the process of healing uh, child trauma. So I was so stuck in my child days, right? On top of consuming cigarette smoke. And I wanted to talk to someone because I didn't have anyone that I could trust that would hear me out. I didn't have anyone that I could talk to because the ones that I tried to talk to, they didn't want to they didn't want to accept the truth. They were altering the truth. So I then realized that I couldn't talk. I was meeting my traumatizers head on and discussing, but they would not admit the truth. And so that's when I had to realize that my story does not align with theirs, and they are not going to apologize, acknowledge, because before I would present the trauma that was really impactful on me, I would immediately tell them that, hey, I forgive you because you didn't understand why you did what you did. Like, I was speaking for them to open up the door so that they could hear me, and my experience was rejected. So I went and volunteered to go see a counselor to get to the root. And when I tell you I was stuck in my childhood for years, like, I am a certain age, and when I tell you it was a process, it took me years to heal from a adolescence trauma. Then it took me years to heal from high school trauma. Then it took me years to heal from being a single parent on top. It was just different. There's levels, okay? And I did it independently. And I don't say that with like boasting. I don't boast about it, because when you have to heal alone, yes, it makes you stronger. But when you have to heal from trauma, no one should have to heal alone. And so that's why I started this channel. That's why I accepted the gift. That's why I'm showing up, because I know how it feels to be alone. Okay. I know how it feels to face your abusers. I know I understand. I know how it feels when you seek help and you're declined help. Okay. Shed light on Scorpio, please. What message do you have for my Scorpio? Scorpio, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay. So don't try to understand. Just know that you are being divinely guided. You're doing what you're doing is because you're following your intuition, and your intuition is tied to divine. For some of you, you may have some dreams. You may not remember them. You may not remember them. You may want to write them down. If you don't have a safe space where you have a private space, I can understand why you're not writing them down. But don't waste your day trying to figure out what a dream meant or why you dreamed something, because I don't want you to lose out of experiencing a wonderful new day. Okay. For my other Scorpios, continue to be divinely guided. Continue to listen to your intuition. You are doing the right thing. Don't question what you're doing that is right. All right? Okay. What is it that my Scorpio is refusing to see, please? What is it? What is Scorpio refusing to see? Whenever it comes out, Scorpio, it may not be your messages. There's a lot of Scorpios in the collective, meaning there's zodiac signs that have Scorpio placements. Listen, if we can number how many Scorpios there are in the world, there's Scorpios being born right now. Wait, what month is Scorpio? Hold on, let me take that back. I was talking too soon. Let me see, what month is Scorpio? Scorpio birth month. Let me see. Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. Okay, so correction. There are already souls already aligned to be released on October 23rd to November 1st. That's always like, what? Hold on, let me see. When is Scorpio's birthday? Whoever you are, you'll know what I mean. You know what I mean. What is my Scorpios refusing to see? Okay, I won't. Excuse me. I'm not supposed to. What? That for those of you who are trying to be readers, be a good reader. Okay. The reason why I say be a good reader, because there's a lot of things that come with being a reader, and I don't want you to be responsible for people's lives. Okay, I want you to do what you're supposed to do, and that is all. But I do need you to understand that power is real, energy is real, and there's sometimes people will come on your channel to stop you from getting the message out because you're saying the truth. Don't worry about that stuff. Okay, you will get choked up every now and then, but that's the farthest that it'll go. Don't ever sell yourself short, because I don't want you to get trapped. Okay, what you're refusing to see is kept secrets. All right. What some of you also are refusing to see is lies. And in the beginning of this session, when it comes to self, there was a message about Scorpio. You're being asked to stop lying to self, because your higher self doesn't trust you, and you have to rebuild trust again towards yourself. So what you don't see is that you keep lying to yourself. And it doesn't have to be big lies. It could be little lies. Little lies like, oh, I'm going to work out today. And you don't. And your higher self is waiting and ready to work out. Or you're going to eat healthy today. And your higher self is waiting to eat some healthy food, and you don't. So it's just kind of, could be little white lies, you know? And it's just kind of like, stop making promises that you can't keep to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Others of you, Scorpio, when it comes to what's going on behind the scenes, is you are the corporate to something being swept under the rug. You're refusing to see that what you've experienced was swept under the rug. And so you're lying to yourself about those, or a person who sweeps things under the rug as if they don't know better, and they do. Okay. The more things continue to get swept under the rug, the more you are going to transform to someone that is not you. That is at the bottom of the deck. Finances and mind over money. So for some of you, you guys are going to be addicted to money. You're going to become soulless and addicted to money. Meaning you would lose sleep for money. Meaning you won't eat for money. Meaning you would lose yourself for money. The more that something keeps getting swept under the rug. All for money. I don't know what this is. Someone is willing to lose themselves for money. What else? What else is my Scorpios refusing to see? Because this is not for everybody. All for money. I don't know. You could be in the corporate world. You know, a lot of people who work in the corporate lose a lot of sleep for money, because you got to survive. It's not easy to keep six figures. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize how much a lot of people lose sleep for money. And Lord forbid, if you live in California, I know you work in at least 3 jobs. New commitment. Someone's refusing to accept that you are an independent person. You need to stop making yourself small and embrace this independence. Okay. Others of you, you're refusing to see that someone wants to help you. Okay. So that you don't have to be in your masculine energy. All right. Give me a romantic oracle for Scorpio, please. Romantic oracle for my Scorpio. I'm going to pull one for self, and then for those of you who are in a relationship, I'll pull one for your ex. Self, let me turn this over. No cheating. Relationship, ex. All right. For self, let go of control issues. It's very straight to the point. Scorpio, you are being asked to let go of control issues, okay? And pertaining to yourself. So you are too hard on yourself, okay? This is about you. This is not control issues about anyone else. So you got OCD with yourself. Ain't nothing, ain't never right, okay? You tone it down, okay? Tone it down. Stop being hard on yourself. All right. For those of you in a relationship, you have passion, forgiving, and learning. All right. For those of you in a relationship, you have to understand that the happy days fade, and sometimes there's bad, and sometimes they're good. Are you willing to go through the long haul? Passion consists of pain. Okay, let's make that clear. Passion is pain. Can you tolerate the pain? If you love what you do, it means you're going to continue and persevere through the pain and all for passion. So when pertaining to this relationship, when it ain't good, is you going to stay? Is you going to forgive and learn from it? Or are you going to keep repeating the same thing and not learning from it, but still be together? And it's just a stagnant relationship. But for the most part, are you going to grow from it? Good days, bad days, you learn from it and you grow. Which one do you want? The one where it's repetitive and you don't grow? At the end of the day, there's still pain. At the end of the day, there's good and bad, right? Whether you forgive or learn from it or not. Or you can go through the good and the bad, forgive and learn and grow. It's up to you. Okay. For those of you that are in a relationship, for those of you in pertaining to your ex, stay optimistic about your love life. So what this is saying is some of you may dibble and dabble here and there instead of trying to find somebody new to dibble and dabble. Every now and then you may dibble and dabble back with your ex, meaning you may have some sexual adulting with your ex, right? With the hopes of still finding someone new. But for the most part, others of you, this is saying move on. But you can't. You can't, because it's good. They got that good. That's your business, okay? That's your business. I don't look. My good may not be your definition of your good. Your good is your good, okay? I may not like what you like, and you may not like what I like. So please, we're not going to compare, Scorpio, of what you like. And no, we're not doing that. Let's move on. What else? Overall direction message for Scorpio, please. Overall, so we can move on. I feel like we did these cards already for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, overall direction message for my Scorpio, please. All right. But overall, just understand, Scorpio, you are not alone. High Priestess, something you know. All right. You need to listen to your gut. Scorpio. Meditate, reflect, and turn inward. As the answers are within you, you are headed towards a period of growth, confirmation, from the beginning of your session to the end. I love you, Scorpio. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle, Scorpio. These were your self messages. You may not resonate with all of them, and that is okay. I appreciate you showing up, and I hope you appreciate that I showed up for you. Till we meet again, Scorpio.